perfectly.
For the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing.
Why was he troubled? Because his plans were revealed. You know,
You gotta switch the side.
plans of attacking the Israelites.
Facing the wall.
They were revealed.
Yeah, I gotta do it like this.
No, it's facing the wall.
Elisha.
No, it's good sideways. It's
And he
facing
called
the
the
wall.
servants and said unto them,
Yeah.
will ye not show me which of
But that's upside down,
is
isn't it?
for the king of
No,
Israel?
upside down.
Yeah, there.
Well, that's another
Yeah.
example of strange things. Here there's no plans of attacking. We're going to set up this and set
But
up
you can't
that.
flip it.
And all that's being revealed.
No, I don't know for a
All that's
reason.
being revealed how?
You can't flip the,
To the point where he
to-
thinks
for the
in his
camera
carnal
to be
mind,
the
he
other way?
thinks that
Yeah, usually I could.
is a spy or
But
snitch.
I don't know what's going on right now.
For the Israelites. No. Okay, Yahweh Shemel Shai.
Oh, 'cause the screen you can't
really see.
Right?
Verse 12, and one of his servants said, none, my lord, O king, but Elisha, the prophet that is in Israel, telleth the king of Israel the word that thou
Maybe it's somewhere
speakest in
here,
thy
I don't know.
bedchamber.
That's it.
Okay.
How was he able to receive it?
Yeah, so we'll do it again.
Just frustrating Esau, right?
And he said, go and spy where he is, that I may send and fetch him. And it was told him, saying, behold, he is in Dothan. Yeah.
Right? And when you go on in this story, okay, ultimately he sent forth his army, the Syrian army, to fight Elisha and his men. But he had a defense, man.
Yeah.
Okay? He said there'd be more with us than that be with them. Okay? And then he opened their eyes and he saw the multitude of angels of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know? You know, so we are not to fear, man, because we have a great army that defends us, man. You got some?
Isaiah 19:3, and the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they that seek the idols, and the charmers, and them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards.
Yeah, so going back as far as these sorcerers and these wizards that these Egyptians, these Edomites, they rely on, well, they're gonna melt, man. Okay, because the right hand side is gonna show itself more powerful.
Yeah.
You know. Right.
That's not that.
I think it's in the book of Ezekiel. The Lord says He's gonna make their men die in front of their idols. Remember, destroy idols in Ezekiel. You know. So
Yeah,
your idols and your sorcerers are not gonna be able to deliver you, man. You know. And these are the idols that helped you build up your kingdom. It says there are filled. His bones are filled with the sins of his youth. It also says that those sorcerers that you have labor with, you know, from your beginning, I'm roughly paraphrasing, you know, well, they're going to be powerless in front of the power of Yahweh Shemel Shai. You found that?
Yeah. Ezekiel 6, and I'll start at 9. And your altars shall be desolate, and your images shall be broken. And I will cast down your slain man before your idol.
Yeah, all right. So those that rely on these idols, man, they're going to be put to death, man.
That's right.
You know? That's it. That's it.
Okay.
On that? Bring it up.
So you keep the waters flowing.
This is Daniel 12 and verse 1.
Mhm.
It says, at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. Like you're going into what, you know, I think you mentioned about the Lord having his angels with the story with Elisha,
Yeah.
where there was the chariots around. So in this great time that we're approaching, which is Jacob's trouble, Michael's going to have to stand up, man, to intervene on our behalf.
Yeah.
You know, to give us that protection, man, along with, you know, the rest of the angels.
Yeah, they're going to be under orders. They're going to be sent by Yahweh Shemel Shai. You know? It says, hurt not mine anointed and do my prophets no harm. So there's a mission to be accomplished by the angel of Yahweh Shemel Shai to protect his men.
It says And there shall be a time of trouble,
such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. And at that time, that people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book.
Yeah, that's referring to the time of Jacob's trouble. So it's a time unlike any other time, you know. And we're going into some of the spiritual things that are going to happen, man, on a high level that's unheard of, that we
That's
haven't
right.
seen before, man.
That's right.
Right? It's going to bring strange things to the earth, man.
Sure.
Because that's the final, say the final scene in this movie, say,
Finale.
you know, of this world,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So the Lord's got to make great acts, man. He's going to make himself known. And it says, at that time, that people shall be delivered. This is referring to the elect of the nation of Israel, man. Those that believe in Yahweh and Yahushua. Okay? They're going to take part in the deliverance because of the faith that they have in Yahweh and Yahushua.
That's right. You can't be separated. You can't be separated. Scripture says who can separate
Yep,
us
that's right.
from the love of Yahushua. It's not, you can't do it to be elect. It's impossible. The elect may be vexed at certain times and may get a little angry at the Most High, certain things and whatever, you know, but at the end of the day, they're never going to separate from the love of Yahweh Yahushua.
That's right, that's right.
You know? 'Cause even Jeremiah, he got mad, you know?
Job.
He's like, oh, you deceived me. Remember Jeremiah said that? And then he, you know, but then he said I wasn't going to prophesy no more.
Mm-hmm.
But then he said I couldn't. It's the fire that was burning him. So he couldn't.
Yeah.
So he said he would have, but his spirit was drawn to it. Man. It was, you know, so there's nothing he could have done. And that's how the men of the Lord are with this truth. Some people just came to this truth because they like the way it sounded. You know, it sounds right. You know, they might even kind of believe. But they're able to be separated from Yahushua because they're not of the elect. So when they reach a certain level of heat, they're like, nah, fuck this. But the elect is like, nope, you just tried and true, nowhere else to go. Tried and true, trodden on, trucking on. We gotta keep going. You know, when the chip comes, we gotta keep going. Fuck all that. Lord got us. You know?
Like Apostle Peter said, where shall we go?
That's right. Where shall we go?
That has the words of eternal life, man.
And he didn't understand what Yahushua was saying.
Yeah.
But that's one thing he knew is that where else am I gonna go? This
Yeah.
is the only way. I am the truth, the way,
And the life.
life.
Yeah. No man. To the Father but by me.
That's our mindset. That's my mindset. It's just no other way. Ain't nowhere else I can go.
Yeah.
You know, he did this happened to me, that happened to me, this happened to me, unfortunate, this, that, bullshit. What the fuck else am I gonna do? I didn't say, you know, maybe I should just go into the, nope. There ain't no the world for what? What's in the world? There ain't nothing in the fucking world. Go into the world for a second to all hell to break loose and then go in with you.
That's scary.
That's what these monkeys did. They went to the world for 2 seconds for a major attack to happen. And now everything's shut down. You know how stupid these people are gonna be? Maybe brothers that's gonna fall off like right there and then like the next week some shit is gonna pop off to shut down the whole planet.
Wow.
You know?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? That's a loser. Go ahead, bro. That's a lose, man. That's a loss, man. Major L. L's in the chat. Go ahead.
Psalms 18.
Lock in, chat. Lock in. L's in the chat. Go ahead.
Psalms 18 and 2. The Lord is my rock and my fortress and my deliverer, my power, my strength, in whom I will trust,
That's right.
my buckler and the horn of my salvation,
Mm-hmm.
and my high tower. I will call upon the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yashai, who is worthy to be praised. So shall I be saved from mine enemies. Verse 6, in my distress I called upon the Lord and cried unto my power. He heard my voice out of his temple, and my cry came before him, even into his ears. Verse 30, as for my power, his way is perfect. The word of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yashai is tried. He is a buckler.
His way is perfect.
Mhm.
You have to trust in that he knows what he's doing. It's perfect judgment. You know, even if, you know, it's uncomfortable for you and you would be kind of pissed off, you got to trust in it, man. You know? But
Yeah, it says, he is a buckler to all those that trust in him. For who is God save the Lord Yahweh Shai, who is a rock save our power. It is the Most High that girded me with strength and maketh my way perfect. Verse 35, Thou hast also given me the shield of thy salvation, and thy right hand had upholded me, and thy gentleness had made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my feet do not slip.
Yeah, because the Lord can be rough with us.
Mm.
Oh, Lord, you can get rough, but I mean, trust me, the Lord is being gentle, because really what do we deserve is death. We've been going off. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's through the Lord's grace we've been able to come and get this truth.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
So he's been being gentle. See, we look at it as rough, but really, it's, the Lord he, like I said before, he delivers us every day.
Yeah.
Every single day, man.
Yeah.
Driving cars, you know how much people die driving cars,
Yeah.
man? Well, yesterday I seen like 4 or 5 people on the highway stuck. I was like, shit, that's like, wait, that's another nigga? On my way, just driving on the eastbound. 5 people, bro. I was like, yo, what the fuck is going on, bro? So the Lord could take people out at any time, man.
Yep.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Psalm 68 and 19. Blessed be the Lord who daily loaded us with benefits.
Daily. Yeah. Daily loads us with benefits. You know? That's why we have to be in a constant mind of gratitude, thanking Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know? Those things you know that he does for you, you thank him, the unknown too. You know? That's not a lie, so read that again, bro.
Yep. Psalm 68 and 19. Blessed be the Lord who daily loaded us with benefits.
Yeah. You know? And even we were going into how the stuff that we eat, we consume, man, really is meant to kill us, man. You know? But Yahweh Bashim Yahushua still upholds us, still keeps us alive, man. And I forgot who was, I believe it's the apostle. He was saying how really the only reason why we're here is to preach this word, you know? The Lord's preserving his man to preach his word, man. And others, he's just keeping them for the destruction, you know? But yeah, man, the point is that daily Yahweh Bashim Yahushua loads us with benefits, you know? So to why Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I'll read that one again. Psalm 68 and 19. Blessed be the Lord who daily loaded us with benefits, even the power of our salvation. Salah. Verse 35. The Most High, O power, thou art a terrible, O power, thou art terrible out of thy holy places. The power of Israel, it is he who giveth strength and power unto his people. Blessed be the power. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua.
You got it, bro.
So yes, through the Lord that we can do all things. Through Yahweh Shai that we can do all things. He's the one that uplifted us. And even if the outward man perisheth, the inward man is renewed day by day. So through this faith, through this hope, we're able to push on. Because we have our eyes towards the kingdom. You see, so that's that again, bringing the fact that the elect will not turn back to the world. Because we're not looking back. As it says, he that looks back is not worthy of the kingdom. We're focused on Yahweh Shai and on the promise that he has for us, or that the Lord has for us.
So he has no pleasure in them that turn back.
Yep.
You got some? Job 23 and verse 13. But he is in one mind, and who can turn him? And what his soul desireth, even that he doeth. For he performeth the thing that is appointed for me, and many such things are with him.
Well, so you just gotta trust the process.
That's it.
Whatever comes your way, you know that the Lord set it up that way.
Yeah.
Again, it's a child. As it says, count it happy, be happy when you fall into diverse temptation, because the Lord is trying your faith. You see?
Whom the Lord loveth, chasten.
Exactly.
That's right.
And it's really for his will, his own pleasure. You know, we're just vessels that have been called, you know, hopefully to be chosen to execute his will. You know?
Well, it's for our benefit. You know, it's true too to some extent, but he's doing it also for our benefit.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know, there's a method to the madness, as they say. There's a reason why everything he's doing is very meticulous.
Yes.
We just don't fully understand.
That's right. That's right.
You know?
We're gonna be future judges in the kingdom too, and we're gonna have the understanding of why he did this.
Yeah.
Right now we don't fully understand why this particular situation is happening and this and that. But in the kingdom, you know, we're gonna have and even, you know, maybe now, you know, Lord might give you the understanding why you're going through this.
That's right.
In the kingdom is gonna be full spectrum. We're gonna have full spectrum.
But even now, like you said, you know, you might not understand. He did something 8 years ago until 8 years later.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
you get it. You know, first I didn't understand why the Lord was keeping me away from these women. You know, but I said back then, I was like, yo, I wasn't ready for the woman back then. Crazy. It would have fucked me up. It would have fucked me up as macho as I was, and I thought I was invincible. I was like, the woman would have fucked me up back then. If I got one of them women, especially one of them cute, sexy women, would have been no good, man. And they were professionals. I could tell the ones I was dealing with that he saved me from, they were some professional succubuses, man. You know, one chick, you know, she, you know, her baby father was obsessed with her.
Yeah.
Why? Because she worked that magic on his ass. And she was trying to work that magic on me. But the Lord put a spirit on me, just a spirit of anger for no reason out of nowhere. Out of no fucking where, start cursing her ass.
Spirit.
Brother, I mean, out of fucking nowhere, bro. The Lord just sent me some spirit. I said, what the fuck did I do that? You know? Well, the Lord was delivering me from that demon. You know? So, hey, man, there's a lot of reasons, man. You know? And you know what? And you know what's funny? And then she said, and then like, she's like, yeah, you're being all fucking mean and this and that. And she was trying to be cool with me, bro. She's like, here, you know, give me a kiss. She been trying to be cool with me, bro. Brought me to a mom's crib, everything, right? And then, yo, whatever. You know, I cursed her ass out, and then she got mad, and then I'm like, shit, I'm trying to console her a bit. I'm like, what the fuck I cursed out? You know? And then the Lord just kept putting a spirit of anger on me. So I'm like, yeah. And then she's like, yeah. And then like as we were arguing, and then like there was a mirror she had up, and then boom, it kind of moved a bit. And then I caught it. And she's like, yeah, if you break that mirror, forget about it. No, if you break that mirror, forget about it. I already caught it. It was already good, you know? And then we were arguing. And them tutus. So I was speaking, and then poof, and then like I touched something, and that touched the mirror, and then shattered. She's like, that's it! You know? And I was like, how the fuck did that mirror break? That was the spirit, man.
Yeah.
That was the spirit wanted her to hit the last draw for me to get out of there. And then then she's like, yeah, if you don't get out, call the police. I was like, whatever, I'm out of here, you know? So I'm like, all right, cool. You know? And she's like, yeah, I could be sweet, but I could be a bitch too. Right? So I left. And I was feeling bad. I was like, why did I just ruin that situation? What the fuck? What kind of spirit was that, right? And then, you know, I came to try to apologize, and I didn't remember what house it was.
Wow.
Oh shit.
I didn't remember what house it was, bro. So, but guess what? Her baby father was obsessed with her.
It would have been, yeah.
So I wasn't ready for that at all. You see what I'm saying? You always think you're ready for what you want.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks they're ready for what they want. But how about you know shine knows?
Like you said, it's for our benefit.
Yeah. And I always tell you brothers, you gotta be careful with the way. I always say it over and over. You know what I'm saying? I always told you brothers that. Everybody think they're ready for the. I told you brothers, man, it's not as simple as you think it is. Many men in the truth have fell out behind women. Hey, the woman, the dudes that's the weakest, the woman is the woman that the dudes who got many women. The dudes you see that's the so-called players, a lot of times they'll be the weakest when it comes to the woman. I mean, not weak as he's weak necessarily, but when it comes to the woman. Because that's the strongest thing outside of the truth. You see? So that's it on that. So like that's what I have to say. Who's reading?
I was reading.
Go ahead.
It says, Job 23 and verse 14, for he performeth the thing that is appointed for me, and many such things are with him.
Yeah.
Therefore am I troubled at his presence. When I consider, I am afraid of
I
him.
mean, she was saying all the right things. Because I was just a little toddler in the truth, you know, just learning the truth and speak, you know, and you know, it's the time where you want to tell everybody everything, you know. So I'm like, yeah, we Israelites and they're Edomites, and yeah, I was telling her everything. She was with it, brother, to show you his demons. What dudes, which chick you gonna spit some game on the computer, right? Like you meet her, I met her online. You spit game to her online, and she gonna be down with it, and you talking all this stuff. Yeah, and the Edomites and this and that, yeah, baby, and this and that. And she's like, yeah, I believe that, and yeah, you know, when my man is sitting on the couch, I always feel like I should sit on the floor. And this, I said, oh shit! I said, oh my god! So in my head, I'm like, yo, this is actually, this is Judith. Judith came back, you know, brother. In my head, I said, Judith came back. You know, but she was such a professional at saying what, you know what I mean, the right things. I said, what kind of woman in the world is gonna tell you that? Like she's like really thinks like that's a like come on, brother. And some end up. Oh. Brother. She said, yeah. And you know, my man sitting on the couch, I feel like I should be sitting on the floor. I said, whoa. Oh goodness. What's your number? You know? And she was ready. She was ready, bro.
She wanted to get popped.
Huh?
She wanted to get popped.
We were ready to get popped. She was working her magic, brother.
Yeah.
It's beyond being ready to get popped. She was ready, but it's about working her magic.
For a victim.
It's a victim. She wants somebody to put the webs around, man. Scriptures say their heart is snares and nets, man.
She's turning the man to bread.
Turn a man into bread. That's what she wanted to do. She wanted to turn me into bread. Yahweh Shemel Shai deliver me, man.
That's right.
The Wadi Yahweh Shemel Shai. And first of all, that's when I was bugged out, because you know I was bugged out. I was dealing with the end up. I grew much in the spirit since back then.
Yo, man, that man says back then was something else.
You knew I had spirits. Right? The Lord was still working on that demon, getting it out, you know.
Yeah.
I'm playing. That demon was out, but I was just not on the level. The demon was out already. I was just not on the level, you know. So the Lord put a random spirit of anger on me, bro.
Yeah. So you have to learn about it, you know. Learn how to deal with it, you know.
Huh?
You start to learn
I
how
started
to
to
deal
learn.
with it, you know.
I started to learn. And it's not a short period of time to learn those type of things.
Yeah.
Those things, hey man, like I said, it's the strongest outside of the truth. Remember this. And that's why when you're trying to deal with the finest woman is the most dangerous type of woman. And the wickedest type of woman. And the lowest vibrational woman in this society. Better get you a plain Jane with some type of character, man. That's all about you. That's when you're winning. To me, when I see that I see a person that's winning. I don't see a person that's winning just because you got a fine woman. He's winning in a particular way, but it's not the real win. It's not the real W. The real W is getting a woman that's really down for you and that's really, you know, that's in order. Go ahead, bro.
Their society has it, you know. They warped everybody's mind thinking that, you know, the beauty is what, you know, you should look for in a woman. But the scriptures say the opposite.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. That's right, brother.
Beauty is vain.
Vain.
Beauty is vain.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Okay, it says, therefore my trouble that is present, when I consider, I am afraid of him. For the Most High maketh my heart soft, and the Almighty troubleth me. Because I was not cut off before the darkness, neither hath he covered the darkness from my face.
Hmm.
So the Lord makes us walk through that experience, you know. Makes us, you know, face the darkness, you know, go through the hardships, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also you go through that hardship, and then you can also teach others through your experience. You know, others may not have to walk through the same level of darkness that you might have walked through, but you learn. If you're wise, you learn through even the experience. Right? It says, there's a saying: a smart man learns from his mistakes, a wise man learns from others' mistakes.
Oof.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll sit on that.
Okay.
What it says about wisdom, she has not just labored for herself,
Okay.
but for others, you know. I get it.
You got something, Shaquan? You got something, Hyde?
How does it happen?
Okay, bring it on up.
Ephesians 2:10. For we are his workmanship, created in Hamashiach Yahushai, unto good works, which the Most High had before ordained that we should walk in them. So again, even the path that those tribulation, everything was preordained. And this is exactly the time that you're supposed to go through these things. Because if you were to face them before, it would have destroyed you.
Right.
He built you up through adversities. So every step, every challenge, just like you mentioned way back, like in those Mario games, you can't just you start the game. You're not gonna face Bowser the first mission.
Yeah.
You're gonna build yourself up, get stats, build yourself up, and then at the end you face the bad guy, the big the boss. Yeah, you see. So it's a build up.
Yeah.
You know, so that you can become a perfect creature in Yahushua.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Mm.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Is it on that?
Mhm.
Okay, that's it on that? Okay, go ahead. Let's get the last scriptures. Go ahead.
This is Sirach 24 and 34. Behold, that I have not labored for myself only, but for all them that seek wisdom. So wisdom makes you go through these experiences, not only for yourself, but also for others.
Oh, read that again. Read that again.
Okay, Sirach 24 and 34. Behold, that I have not labored for myself only, but for all them that seek wisdom.
Beautiful.
Wow.
That's it. Perfect. Perfect precept.
Which
one was that?
Just like you said.
Sirach 24 and 34.
That's it. So, you know, so other brothers that have gotten particular wisdom, sometimes you went through certain things, it's just for you to share that wisdom with others so that they don't have to and that they can learn from it. You know? That's it on that? Okay. You got something, Shaquat?
Oh yeah, this is Galatians 4 and verse. I'm gonna start at 18. It says, if someone is eager to, this is in the NLT. If someone is eager to do good things for you, that's all right. But let them do it all the time and not just when I'm with you. Oh dear children, I feel as if I'm going through labor pains for you again, and they will continue until Yahushua is fully developed in your lives.
Mm.
You know, so yeah, just pretty much backing up what this brother's about to say. You're being built up, and you know the ultimate build is like Yahushua. But that's like the thing that we go through is Yahushua basically developing us. Until he's fully formed in us.
Mm.
The daily.
A lot of those things is hard to go through. You don't want to go through certain things because it's uncomfortable, man.
Yeah.
Go through certain changes. It's like you're doing, hard workout. Get over the cardio and certain things, and you get over that hump is hard mentally, But once you get over it, you get to that level that you need to be at. Let's sit on that. You got something about?
Yeah, with Sirach 1, the prelogue, It says here the prelude of Wisdom of Solomon, wisdom of Yahushai, the son of Sirach, whereas many and great things have been delivered unto us by the law and the prophets, and by others that have followed their steps, for the which things, again, learning from others, for the which things Israel ought to be commended for learning and wisdom, and whereof not only the readers must needs become skillful themselves, but also they that desire to learn, be able to profit them which are without. So again, you're going through all that labor, not only for yourself, but for those that want to increase in the truth.
That's right.
Apostle Paul said,
That's all I got.
you got it?
Yeah.
Bring it up.
Okay, bring it up.
2 Timothy 2:10. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Amashiach Yahushua.
So Paul was made an example
That's it.
for us. Yahushua said, I will make him suffer many things. For he's a
Vessel.
chosen vessel unto me, and what things he must suffer for my name's sake, you know. And we understand that coming to this truth, it's about suffering, man.
Yeah.
You know, and Apostle Paul, he went through many things. He enumerated the amount of things he went through. But what did he say? He says, out of all these, the Lord delivered me. Okay, so that helps us build our trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, you know.
It's patience. You know, you have patient mind, whatever you're going through, you gotta have that patience.
Yeah.
You know, because the word suffering goes back to patience, it goes back to passion. You know, when you're really passionate about something, you'll go through the process. You know, you almost gotta love it. Almost, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy to say, but it's a thing of, it's what it is, you know. Because when you go through enough things, after it's like, all right, it's another one of those things, and you sit back, just deal with it. It's another one of those things. Right? Instead of just how maybe when you first was in your walk, you're like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? You start panicking. You know?
You get used to it.
You get used to it, man. You know? Learn the pattern, so on and so forth, man. But that's it on that?
Reading on.
Go ahead.
Yeah. It says here, wherefore, not only the readers must need. Wherefore, not only the readers must needs to become skillful themselves, but also they that desire to learn, be able to profit them which are without, both by speaking and writing. My grandfather Yahushai, when he had much given himself to the reading of the law and the prophets and other books of our fathers.
And this is not the Yahushua our Lord, this is a man named Yahushua.
That's it.
Right.
This is not Hamashiach.
Right. And
And had gotten therein good judgment, and was drawn on also himself to write something pertaining to learning and wisdom, to the intent that those which are desires to learn and are addicted, like you were mentioning, you have to kind of love these things. They're addicted to it. They're addicted to finding the ways of the Lord.
right.
It says here, and are addicted to these things, might profit much more in living according to the law. Wherefore, let me entreat you to read it with favor and attention, and yeah, that's it. That goes to the point. It goes into some things, but yeah. So that's it.
Okay. Any brother have any other precept?
This is what Yahushua said. This is Luke 22 and verse 28. It says, ye are they which have continued with me in my temptations. You know? So the elect, or the disciples were Yahushua. You know,
Even unto death, they continue to Yahushua's temptation, meaning that they fulfill their course. They manage to keep the faith unto the end, and get to the end and obtain salvation.
And the word temptation is parismos, and it says an experiment, attempt, trial, proving.
It's a test.
Yeah, so the elect are gonna go through the same things as a body, as Yahushua went through. You know, and you know that Yahushua, it says Yahushua overcame.
Yes,
You know, Yahushua overcame. It says be of good cheer. I've overcome the world.
That's right.
You know, he's at the right hand of the heavenly Father, man. Okay, waiting to inherit what belongs to him.
So with that, we're gonna close up. Give all the praises, glory, and honor.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, HaKadosh.
Double honors to the apostles and others of great millstone salutations. Much love and respect to you, Akim, out there pushing this word out in truth and sincerity. Shalom.
Yeah.
Before the end of our meeting is at 10 minutes or 5 minutes.